Once again, we'll begin with a few questions from our media joining us virtually today. Steve Jewin, your line is now live.
Thank you. And Keith, thank you for the time today. I won't play you any songs on the live stream because I don't want to get us all flagged for copyright, but is there any kind of jam that you really love when you're preparing for a big fight like Raufeon Stots?
Right now it's Christmas music. I'm listening to any kind of Christmas music to get me in the festive mode because I know as soon as this fight is over, I'm going right into Christmas. I'm kind of skipping over Thanksgiving and going right into the holidays.
Are you able to celebrate the holidays like usual, though, with all the COVID restrictions and everything?
Yes, because I don't really hang out with a lot of people. So it's just going to be me, my wife, and my newborn daughter. So I don't think anything changes for me because I've always been kind of an introverted kind of person. So I've always been kind of quarantined by myself.
Well, that's good. And congratulations to your growing family. And speaking of family, your brother's name often gets brought up on commentary when you're having Bellator fights. Do you ever feel that you get overshadowed a little bit by his success?
In the beginning, I did for sure. But it's just a part of my story. He's definitely a big part of who I am as a fighter and who I am as a person. So I don't really mind it. I know the day will come where it'll be Kevin Lee and Keith Lee and not just Kevin Lee and Kevin Lee's little brother. I feel like the day is coming naturally and it is slowly coming to this day. I definitely feel like it's coming soon. So it don't really bother me. It's just a part of what's supposed to happen.
All right. Best of luck on Thursday. Thank you.
Appreciate that, brother. God bless you.
Chris, your line is now live.
Hi, Keith. Chris from MMA on here. We last spoke 4 days before the arrival of your newborn baby. How much has your daughter and being a dad changed your life?
It's hard to explain because I don't feel like it really changed my life as far as the way I operate things, but it's definitely changed my life the way I look at life as a general, like as in a general sense. Just to know that I brought something into this world that contains my energy and contains my life, and she'll continue to grow my path of who I am as a person is insane to look at and really think about. And to see her every day, she becomes a completely different person. Like she was a newborn when I first had her. Now she's a baby, and then eventually she'll be an infant, then a toddler, and then a person. Like it's just crazy to see the evolutions and the steps like front hand. And she's the very first kid in my entire generation. The youngest kid before her is 20 years old. So just to watch a baby develop for the first time is insane to me.
Yeah, for sure. And, we saw Cowboy Cerrone, or should I say Dad Cerrone, go on an impressive win streak after having his kid. Does being a dad light like a new fire in you to perform better than you have in the past?
We're going to find out. I haven't performed yet since I've been a dad. So it's only one way to find out. I've always been the kind of person to know that you don't really know what's going to happen until it happens. So I don't go into the fight with any expectations other than going out there and performing. So we'll find out. We'll see if it's different.
God bless you, man. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Same to you.
Steven?
How's your sleep schedule with a newborn?
There is no sleep schedule. You get sleep whenever you possibly can. I try to sleep when she can. When she does, I hear that a lot, like sleep whenever the baby sleeps, but she'll sleep from 2 p.m. to 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just can't do that with training. So I try to sleep as much as I can, but it's not a schedule at all. It's very sporadic. To say
hanging in there? Are you hanging in there?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Being away and at the hotel definitely helps a little bit. I've been sleeping like 8-9 hours since I've been here, but at home I'm sleeping like 2 to 3 hours. But I feel like everything happens for a reason, and everything makes you mentally stronger if you allow it to.
You said your brother's a big part of your career, your life as a fighter. How is having him injured with 2 injured knees affected your preparation?
In the beginning, it was really tough, just because I didn't have that mentor in my corner. But again, we learn and we grow through everything. Everything happens for a reason. And I knew that this was the time to really branch off and really allow myself to become my own staple in this game. And like I said, everything happens naturally. He's still here. He's here with me this week. He can't really move as much as he used to before, but his knees are healing really good. And I feel like he should be back within a couple months in order to train at his full capacity. So I don't think the time is too far away from him being able to completely train.
And what do you think of his new head tattoo?
It's not finished yet, so a lot of people have a misinterpretation of what it is. It's a samurai helmet, and it's supposed to represent the way that he feels when he goes into battle. It's like his warrior shield. So when it's done, I think it'd be interpreted way better than what it is now. A lot of people have a lot of things to say about it.
What is missing from it now?
He just got to get the front of his neck, like the if you ever put like on a Hammurabi helmet and it comes all the way around the neck, like the shield part, and then the actual crescent that goes around the behind his ears.
And will it go over his head too? If it's a helmet, doesn't it go over his head?
It only goes on the back and on the front of the neck.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm not familiar with samurai helmets, but that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Of course, brother.
Donna?
Hey, Keith, how's it going? Raufeon Stots is such an impressive fighter. I mean, he's 14-1. He's almost 10 years your senior. Talk to me a bit about what you're expecting from him and what a win over him does for your standing in this incredibly stacked division.
You sound like a big fan of his. It don't really, I'm not gonna lie to you, it don't really do much for me as a person. A fight is a fight. It's all about the elevation and going into the next chapter of my life. And that's gonna happen with or without Raufeon. Raufeon, as a person, doesn't do anything for me. Raufeon as a fighter, as like any other fighter, is going to help me propel to the next step of my career and going to allow me to reach the next level of what I'm meant to be and what I'm supposed to be on this earth and the grace of God.
Is it time that Bellator bring in a ranking system for you bantamweights? Because at this point, you guys are probably the premier bantamweight division in the world of mixed martial arts.
I agree. I for sure agree. Bellator has one of the most stacked divisions. I'm one of them people, I don't really look at rankings that much. Rankings definitely help in a general sense. So it would be amazing if we do have rankings. But me as a person, I wouldn't really pay attention to it because you can have a guy that's ranked number 1 get beat by a guy that's ranked number 9, but beat everybody else. So rankings are very flawed, but it definitely helps in a general sense. So to answer your question, I would definitely be down for a ranking system for sure.
I mean, your brother knows that more than anyone, right? That he's had so many ups and downs on that system over in the other place. One more, in terms of the bantamweight division, is there anybody who kind of gets your goat who, if they were to hand you the book and say you can make a matchup, is there anyone in the division you would like to face particularly? And you know, there's certainly some talkers in there. Anyone you'd like to maybe shut up?
Me. When I go in there, I'm always fighting me. It's always me versus myself. Whenever I step into the cage, I'm looking myself directly across the cage and I'm staring myself directly in the eye and I'm going out there and I'm fighting my own demons. So to answer your question, me.
Last question here comes from the line of Matthew Allen. Go ahead, Matthew.
Oh, hi, Keith. Matthew Allen of Fight Night Picks. You had said after your fight with Vinicius Zaney that you were targeting killers. Is Raufeon Stots the type of killer that you were sort of targeting?
Absolutely. He's definitely on the line of, like how you heard the last reporter, he's definitely on the line of a lot of people's radar as being a great fighter. And I agree, he is a great fighter. But he's just a part of my stepping stone. And I feel like this is one of those fights where nobody can take away anything and nobody can say, even with Vinicius Zaney and Sean Bunch, I don't think anybody was able to say that I took an easy fight or pillar fights. And it's just, it helps me sleep at night knowing that I'm out fighting the best in the world and I am the best in the world. And it just allows me to really know that I'm making my stake in this game and I'm really just following my path.
And do you think with a win, you'll actually get verified on Instagram finally?
I hope so. I've been trying to get verified on Instagram for like 3 years now. So if Instagram is listening, I definitely need to be verified. I feel like I have more of a verification reason than most people that are verified right now.
Thanks for the time, Keith. Good luck this week.
Brother. Thank you.